Parks and Recreation, Leslie for Class President, written by Rob Perlman, illustrated by Marilyn Demmer. And as you read this wonderful story, be on the lookout for these signs of Pawnee pride. Raccoons, Marshmallow Ron Swanson, JJ's Diner Waffle, Mark Brendanwitz, GJ Roomba, Little Sebastian, Duke Silver, Pawnee Goddesses, Tammy Chu, Eagleton, Orin, and everyone's favorite rock band, Mouse Rats. So here you go. A good leader is eager, honest, and responsible, just like me. I'm Leslie Knope, and I'm running for class president at Pawnee Elementary. When elected, I'll help make this school a better place. We all have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And waffles. There are no waffles here, Leslie, so I'm not very happy, yells Andy, and I fell into this pit. Could you fix it? You bet I can, I declare. In fact, I promise to fill this hole. And when it's done, we'll have a party. Awesome, you got my vote, says Andy, and I'll vote for you lots of times. Everybody gets one vote, explains Ben, but every vote counts. Thanks, Ben. And Ann, you beautiful tropical fish you. Thanks for helping me. Please write down, fill in the pit. I say, we're handing out binders. That include all the reasons I'd be a great class president. Besides being great at making binders, I'm very cheerful, so I'm positive I'm the best candidate. Bobby is okay, too. I think I've run a great campaign, but I'm not sure why they call it a campaign. It's been a camp pleasure. Ha! You want a free Bobby bar? What about my autograph? Alright guys, let's go convince our classmates to vote for me, I say. Did you know that grown-ups call this lobbying? Is that why we're in the lobby? Asks Ann. That's exactly right, you poetic and noble land mermaid, I say. Ann loves when I find new ways to say how cool she is. Just then I see some potential voters. Donna, Tom, I shout. I'd like to tell you why I would make a great class president. Sorry, we don't have time to talk, Donna says. It's October 13th. Oh, right. Happy Treat Yourself Day, I squeal. What's Treat Yourself Day? Asks Ben. Donna gasps. Tom falls down. Ben is new, so he doesn't know about our holidays. February 13th is Valentine's Day, August 13th is Haircut Day, and August 14th is Second Haircut Day. But you think you at least know about Treat Yourself Day. It's when you buy yourself gifts. All day long, all day, all day. Hey Leslie, Donna says, if you become president, can you get school canceled on all Treat Yourself days? Of course I can, I promise. Donna says, in that case, you've got our votes. And you rainbow-infused space unicorn, please jot that down, I ask. Treat Yourself Day sounds like the best day ever. I'm going to celebrate by eating only calzones. And there's nothing my mom can do to stop me. Then we bump into Chris. Ben Wyatt? And Perkins? Says Chris. Leslie, no, you're running for class president. That's fantastic. Me, I'm just running to the cafeteria. Yes, and when I'm president, I say we'll have Waffle Wednesday. Can you promise a gluten-free vegan option? Chris asks. Sure, I say slowly, I promise. That's literally the best news I've heard all week. You've got my vote, says Chris. And, you opalescent tree shark, I guess you should write down that promise too, I say. I spend the rest of the day handing out binders and making even more promises. I promise Jerry a puppy, I promise Garth will start a Castles and Creatures Club, and I promise Gene Rolfio hip-hop dance classes in the gymnasium. Woo-ha! But I'm not sure I'm going to keep all my promises. But it's time to hand in my forms so I can get on the ballots. Leslie has to give her forms to Ron, who will give them to our teacher, Miss Beavers, who will then officially put Leslie on the ballot. I wonder why she can't just give the forms right to Miss Beavers. Why, it's called bureaucracy, Anne. Bureaucracy is exciting. It means you get to do lots of extra cool work. I bet feminists like Susan B. Anthony and Ida B. Wells would agree. Actually, my middle name is Barbara, so maybe I am destined to support bureaucracy, which also starts with a B. On my way to give Ron my forms, I see another potential voter. April, I say. Can I count on your vote? April rolls her eyes. Ugh. Only if you promise to leave me alone. You bet. Do you vote for me, I ask. Okay, yeah, sure, whatever, I don't care, she says. Look down at my very long list of promises. I guess I'll write that one down too. But I made so many promises to so many people. What if I can't make them all happen? What if I let my classmates down? What if I shouldn't be class president? I shuffle through the door to see Ron. Maybe I shouldn't give my forms to you, I tell Ron. I don't think I can be president. Why not? Ron asks as he puts down his hammer. Because I can't keep all the promises I made, I sigh. Do you know why I like woodworking? Ron asks me. The wood knows exactly what it's supposed to be, and it doesn't need to be more than that. See this birdhouse? It's trying to be a heart. Just being a sanctuary for the northern cardinal is enough. Leslie, Ron asks, what are the qualities of a good leader? They should be eager, honest, and responsible, I mumble. Well, you're eager enough to make all those promises. You're honest enough to admit that you might not be able to keep all of them, and I know you're responsible enough to try your best. That sounds like a leader to me, Leslie. You are the birdhouse, he says. So you think I'd make a good president, I ask? It doesn't matter what I think. What do you think? I am enough, I say. I can do this. Great, Ron says as he picks up his hammer. Now get out of my workshop. The next day, Bobby and I give speeches in front of our classmates. He only talks about giving out free candy and tours of his Sweetums factory. I have lots more to say. Fellow students, I can't promise you a never-ending supply of candy. I can't even promise I'll be able to make all my promises happen right away or ever. Sorry, Jerry. But I can promise that I'll do my best to make Pawnee Elementary the best it can be. Please vote Leslie B. Knope. I'd never admit it, but I enjoy being a part of such a confusing process. I'd like to think I helped keep the school running, and I'd never admit it to Leslie, but I'm proud of her. I was so nervous when the votes started rolling in, but as it turns out, I won. Now it's time to get started on some of those promises. First things first. I am honored to be your president, and I'm going to work hard for you. My first presidential act will be to fill this pit. I declare. The crowd cheers. As my friends enjoy my victory party, Ben says, I knew you could do it. The pit will be filled in no time. I've got to ask, are you ready for what's next? I look around at all my friends and think about the future and say, I am. And that is Parks and Recreation, Leslie for class president. Hope you enjoyed.